Dad, I'm sorry. Save your stupid apologies. We gotta think of the next step. As long as we can get confidence designs in a decent amount of time, then your no-no might never have to know about your foolish crypto deals and your disgusting use of my sister's image. Why would you even want to hear from him? He's a drug dealer. According to the police, you're scared. You don't have to be. I'm right here. I can read it with you. Just starve, JJ. Don't go back home. Don't let anyone find you. They don't want to find you. It's really hard to find much to be thankful for this year. It's been such a mess. With the AI attacks and with what happened to Yvette, I'm in no mood to celebrate. We do have something to be thankful for, Wanda. Our daughter will get through what she endured. There is someone who works in the district attorney's office who isn't afraid of Heidi Russo. But we still don't have evidence that Esdor and Alan were behind the AI attacks. Are you serious? What? He literally proved to you that he sold drugs and you still think of him like he's Nelson Mandela? I'm still willing to hear his side. He already showed you his side when a cop literally took drugs out of his school bag and shell. Besides, I don't think you'll be hearing from him in a while. There are some serious charges and he doesn't have the funds to get bailed out. Just enjoy the holiday. Maybe you should take your own advice, Ulissa. I don't want to see you passing on any meals, and I certainly don't want to see you rushing out after the meal is finished. Worry about yourself. How is today a holiday about family? But you do sound ready to rip each other's heads off. Anything? Sorry, Shelly. I looked at new places and didn't find any sign of him. A few months ago, we moved here hoping and praying for a brand new start. How did we end up like this, Jeremiah? Lawsuits and a missing child? Our family was supposed to enjoy Thanksgiving in our new home. Instead, we have no idea if JJ is even alive. I don't care if you're hungry. Starve. Just starve. Close your eyes now and open them in heaven. You won't starve there. Esdor, I can't thank you enough for allowing me to spend Thanksgiving here. Alan wanted you here, and I felt like I should reward you for doing a good job in court the other day. It's just unfortunate that the court will postpone the verdict since their son is missing. As long as we hear the right verdict, it will be worth the wait. I don't like being summoned like a child. You're not being summoned like a child, Heidi. I just want a word with you. Besides, I would like my son to enjoy some time with his mother. Maybe her smarts will rub off on him. What is your father talking about? Mom, maybe we can talk about how I plan to celebrate my community college graduation. Are you ready to break the news? I thought you wanted me to wait until we finished dinner. I said it would be best. You can share the news anytime. If you share that my brother brought my ex-wife to embarrass me, then that would make the Thanksgiving dinner even better. Ben, shouldn't it be obvious to you that we don't want you over for Thanksgiving dinner? I came here to hand you something. Hand us what? The key to all your troubles going away. You have the recording? I listened to it this morning. From the sound of it, Alan was the one who started the AI attacks. Esdor had nothing to do with it, but when he found out, he was willing to cover it up. You can find out why Alan went after you with this recording. Anything about Jeremiah Dorval? No. I got a good amount of information for you both, and once I hand this over to you, I no longer want to do any business with either of you. What's the catch? because don't expect us to drop the charges against your brother in order to get this recording. Unfortunately, I don't expect you to do anything like that, but I do have a couple of requests. Get EastEnders to drop the lawsuit against Jeremiah Derval. Second, I don't want you to mention Max's involvement when you confront EastEnders and Alan with this information. Deal. Now get out. Gladly. Wanda, you see how dishonest my cousin and my uncle were. Maybe you should learn that dishonesty won't get you anywhere. What was that about? I have no idea. It's nothing. It doesn't sound like nothing. The thing is that we're just struggling over the fact that Pacho isn't here to celebrate Thanksgiving with us. Again, we? If our older brother doesn't want to spend the holiday with his family, then he can enjoy himself. Nichelle, I know you don't mean that. Pacho called me earlier today. He sends his love. And he can keep it. Just don't let your brother ruin the holiday. The meal is about to be ready and we'll all enjoy it as a family. There's no reason for us to think that our son isn't alive, Shelly. You just gotta stay positive and you gotta stay strong for him. I haven't been able to sleep ever since JJ went missing. Every time I close my eyes, it's like I imagine the worst scenario that he could be in. That's it. All of that is in your head. It's just your imagination. I know that it doesn't bring comfort knowing that we don't know where he is, but we have to stay positive if we're gonna find him. Go to sleep, JJ. Go to sleep and never wake up. You're worthless. Your family thinks you're worthless. Your friends think you're worthless. Give up on life, JJ. Just give up. Mom? Dad? Where's Ben? He said that he'd be here this year. He'll be here. Your brother is just running late. We can't eat without him. I hope he's not doing this on purpose. I'm not trying to starve because of that boy. He'll be here. All of this hunger is making me agitated. So agitated, I think I might just say some things that I'll regret. Why can't we just start without Benedict? There's still plenty of food left for him. Alan, this day is about family. We don't start without him. Funny, Clarice. I don't remember you inviting me to any Thanksgiving dinners the past 14 years to spend it with my son. Don't push it, Harley. Maybe if we were all eating right now, we wouldn't be saying all of these things to each other. Fine. What are you going on about, Heidi? You, Gianni. That's what. I'm super confused. I'm sorry. I tried holding this in, but I can't. I can't hold it in anymore. Hold what in anymore? What's your wife going on about, Gianni? I don't have the faintest idea. Gianni brought Harley back to Valley Park to crash the scholarship event at Theodosius's palace. Heidi. Mom? Is this true, Gianni? Maybe we should get you to a hospital, Heidi. I don't need a hospital. This is the truth. You were angry that your brother was getting all of the attention and you brought Harley to ruin everything. I can't keep doing this with you. I can't keep sitting by, watching you make reckless decisions and keep quiet about it from the rest of the family. How could you do something like this, Gianni? How could you bring that parasite back into our lives to hurt your brother? Parasite? The event was to honor Elvira. How could you do that to your sister? Because it was my idea. EastEnders stole it from me. Alan overheard me speaking with Heidi at the Labor Day picnic and went to tell EastEnders. That's why I've been bitter. That's why I had Harley crash the event. Gianni, what are you doing? So it is true. Mom, how could you do this? To get closer to you. Alan, you need to leave. He's my son, and this is my house. Now hit the road. This is a family matter, and you are clearly no longer family. Enjoy your Thanksgiving then. Whatever is left of it. Mom, Dad, I never stole that idea. I came up with it on my own with Dr. Berg's help. Isn't that right, Heidi? Gianni never said anything to me about a scholarship in Elvira's name. What do you think you're doing? Righting your wrongs. That's what. Gianni, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm gonna cool off for my parents' sake. but you and I will need to have a serious chat. I'm sorry, everyone. I just couldn't remain dishonest forever. If you only would have told us sooner, Heidi. I would have preferred if you told us this after the meal. Let me check up on Alan. Thank you for your honesty, Heidi. Ben, I really wish that you would have come here sooner, so that you could explain to me how you had an affair with Finnegan Burke and that Elvira knew before she passed away. Where's your mother? She left. Another Thanksgiving without her. I don't know why I thought it would be different this time around. I would say that I'm sorry for what you're feeling, but she came here looking for trouble. As for you, Alan, you put me in an impossible spot with your schemes. No one else knows but you and me, Dad. Wanda has no evidence that I was involved with anything that happened to her. You sure about that? Yulissa, are you okay? I'm okay, Mom. Sorry, I just skipped breakfast. That's it. I'm calling an ambulance. Dad, no, I'm okay. No, you're not. Yes, I am, Nichelle. No, you're not. Mom, Dad, I'm really sorry. What do you have to be sorry for? I'm sorry for keeping this from both of you. This isn't the first time that Yulissa fainted. She fainted before, about a month ago. A month? How could you keep this to yourself? How could you both keep something this serious from us? Because it's no big deal. Fainting twice is definitely a big deal. I'm definitely calling the ambulance. Dad, no. That's not all. What else have you both been hiding from us? I'm pretty sure that Yulissa has been making herself throw up. I heard her the other day. Vous mangez déjà? These past few days, it's been really hard to eat not knowing where JJ's been. But it's Thanksgiving. Poppy, we don't know where our son is. Forgive us for not feeling up to celebrating. M'konnen JJ pas là. Mais nous besoin raconter bon Dieu, merci. Li pas facile, papa. Bébé moi pas là. Bon Dieu là. Li bon ti garçon li mori non place nous. Nous ka di merci pour ça. Nous ka parler avec bon Dieu. Bon Dieu remen nous ak li remen JJ. Oui, li pas facile. But we can thank God that he cares about our troubles. Hello? What? Okay, we'll be there. Who was that? It was the police. They found JJ. Ben, where is this coming from? Elvira's own words. Come again? I found her diary. What? Where? It doesn't matter. What matters is that she caught you and Finnegan Burke together when she ran into his office to tell him something. Wow, Mom. You have nothing to say. That's a first. Having a bit of a flashback right now? Ben, I can explain. Please don't. I don't need that sort of image in my head. Have you been having an affair with Finnegan, my former boss, all this time? No. It ended when Elvira lost her life. Remember, he came into your office like a month ago. Forgive me if I doubt that you two just wanted to chat with the history you two share. What's worse is that it seems like when Elvira lost her life, you were relieved. Benedict, no, I did not feel that way. Please, Mom. I'm in no mood to listen to any more lies. You want the truth? Fine. A few months ago, we started spending time again. Believe me, I hated myself for doing it. I'm district attorney. I've been trying to be a loving wife. I wanted to provide Max with a stable home life. Just stop right there. You disgust me. You're disgusting. Even with what Max is going through with Yvette Mitchell, you still want to relive the past with Finnegan. For once, I actually feel sorry for Dad. Not too much, but I feel a bit sorry for him. Please don't tell your father. Under one condition. Name it. Quinlan Franklin's brother, Zeke? I recently bailed him out of jail for drug possession in school. Why would you do something like that for her? Don't ask questions. Just listen. I need you to drop the charges against him. He says that someone placed drugs in his bag. Believe what he says and drop the charges. That way, Dad and no one else will hear about you and Finnegan from my mouth. Can you do that? How dare you two show up after what you're putting my family through? Please, don't act all innocent, as if your family didn't make our lives miserable. I think you should leave. I think you should be quiet and listen to what we have to say. Today of all days, go home and spend Thanksgiving with your daughter. What you won't do is speak about my daughter, unless you want the entire world to know that your son sabotaged me this whole time in order to cover his own butt to keep the family from knowing that he lost half of his inheritance to crypto trading. What? Don't even try to deny it. We've got it all on recording. Recording? How on earth did you bug my room? That's for us to know. My wife and I have a couple of demands. We're not going to go through with this. You're a lawyer. Can't you lose your license for blackmail? Maybe. But my wife has nothing to lose if she leaks this real audio of you two speaking about what your son has been up to. Would you like to enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving holiday or spend it trying to do PR damage control? Fine. What do you want? We want you to drop the lawsuit against Jeremiah Derval. Deal. That's not all. What else could you two possibly want? We want half of your shares to Russo Jewelers. That is not happening. Okay then. Enjoy your holiday weekend explaining to the world how stupid your son is. On top of that, enjoy telling your parents how he weaponized their late daughter's image. Dad, wait. How can I make you a shareholder, especially now? How can I explain to my family that you both have shares to my family's company when your daughter is going after my nephew? Wanda and I will remain silent. Your family doesn't have to know about this, just like they don't have to know about your son's foolish choices. Fine. Dad, no. You can't. You can't give them what belongs to us. You made sure that they gave us no choice. I'll drop the lawsuit against Jeremiah, and I'll make sure that the shares are signed over to you. I'll send the paperwork soon. Nice doing business with you both. Happy Thanksgiving. Alan, you might want to consider spending Thanksgiving with your mother. I've already lost my appetite, and I can't stomach the sight of you. That's not true. Mom, Dad, you've got to believe me. We just saw you collapse on the ground, Ulissa. Who do you think we will believe? Fine. Believe Nichelle. Believe your golden daughter. Believe the one who has all the looks and the perfect body. Ulissa. I've been trying to pick up the pieces, you know. Ever since Pacho left, I've been trying to keep us together. Ulissa, that is not your responsibility. You are still a child. It's not your responsibility to make sure that this family stays together. Everything seems to be falling apart. Pacho's gone, Dad barely speaks about him, Nichelle's life seemed to have gotten better since she wants to forget that he exists. He talks to you most of the time. I can feel everything falling apart. I can feel it. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. He was found by someone walking their dog in the woods. I don't know how we didn't spot him in the woods near the school. Sorry you missed him. What matters is that my son is safe and unharmed. Thank you, Finnegan. But you're not able to spend Thanksgiving with your family? I mean, my wife is working at the hospital today. Keith doesn't want to leave his room, especially after you wouldn't let him spend time at your house. He never told me why. JJ, it's Mom and Dad. JJ, can you hear me? Junior, I'm cold. It's okay. I got you. I'm cold. I'm hungry. I'm cold. I'm hungry. What's wrong with him, Jeremiah? What's wrong with our baby? Look at you. Still trying to make Thanksgiving special. Might as well since I've got you living with me now. Sorry I haven't been able to do that the past few years when you were with Mom. I know that I was the cook of the family. It's aight. It always gave me an excuse to try and get pizza. Quinn, thanks for helping me to get out of jail. Thanks for believing me. Of course. I'm always going to look out for you, Zeke. Don't forget that. Ben, what are you doing here? I couldn't stay at my family's estate for long. Some things popped off before I got there, and I apologized to Max for not staying. Did you confront your mother? I did. I confronted her about Finnegan and got her to drop the charges against Zeke. You're amazing. You're pretty amazing yourself. A Thanksgiving compliment? Benedict Russo, you're getting soft. You still don't get to call me Benedict. And a smile. Today is just full of surprises. Quinlan, I just wanted to thank you for being with me when I read through Elvira's diary the other day. It would have taken me longer if I read it by myself. Don't mention it. These past few months working with you, it's been great. Now that we've got this diary and know all the secrets Elvira held, I think we're even closer to discovering who took her away from you. Thanks for giving me the push I needed. For 20 years, I felt like Elvira's passing would always be a mystery. Yet, you came along and gave me the positive attitude I needed. Thank you, Quinlan. No problem.